We wanted this structure to reflect the heart and soul of the vineyards in the southern part of Sonoma County, and that's why we spent so much time on the building. In Sonoma County, we are the very first winery that you come to coming into the Carneros region. Our view from a business perspective was to create a destination for wine tasting, an opportunity for our guests, particularly if they are members of our wine club, to have private rooms and private areas where they could come, stay, relax, and entertain. Carneros is the ram in Spanish, and the region originally started as grazing ground for sheep, now has developed into one of the premier Chardonnay and Pinot Noir regions. So our goal was absolutely, we wanted to be authentic to the region. I had known Howard Backen, our architect, for about 15 years, and he always instantly grasped what a building should look like, bringing in original elements of the region. So our barn design is really a contemporary take on a historic structure. And our interior designer, Orlando Diaz-Asqui, came in and he simply complemented that. So our ideas here were a little bit different than the typical belly up to the bar. It was come relax, enjoy the ambiance, spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever you like, but it's in the absolute best environment. We felt that we could bring a new idea and element to wine tasting and pair it with local artisan foods. And that's why we actually have a chef here.
Great.
And people are taken aback by the extraordinary architecture. I think they're surprised by it, and they're doubly surprised when they walk in and they see the attention to detail on the interior design. Fortunately, in thinking about this design, we had a lot of time. We were not in a rush to get the building up, and we worked on the design for about a year. If you're going to create something new, something unique, I think one thing we'll have to be patient about the payoff. Okay, you've seen it all.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Architectural design as part of an element of winery design, I think is critical because it allows you to really think through the process of how the building is also representing your message that you want to make. Our wines have always been elegant, balanced wines. We've never been about over-extracted, over-powerful wines, and we wanted that kind of lightness in the design of the place, and that's what we've got. These two buildings were built by Baum Thornley, now called Gold Evans Baum Thornley, out of San Francisco. We looked at a lot of different wineries and recent designs and really felt like they understood not only how to lay out a production area, but also really how to reflect what your brand is about. We were a working winery in the middle of a working vineyard, and that required very functional, very barn-like utilitarian structures, and yet we wanted to convey a welcoming warmth also to the visitors. I guess the best way to describe the winemaking building itself is really a smart shed. We wanted to use contemporary kind of smart utilitarian pieces and really focus on the ability to change our ideas, change our minds, change our directions without having to really rip into walls and tear things down if we wanted to change what we were doing on the winemaking practices. By and large, if you're to tour our winery inside, it's really a very short 5-minute tour because there's really essentially 4 rooms to the building. They provide us with 100 different ways to solve a problem. The materials are fairly simple, they go up very quickly, they already come pre-formed. There is some concern, of course, with some wooden buildings where you could potentially create TCA issues, contamination issues, and we've avoided that. And then we added in some nice architectural elements to soften the look of the building. We are a certified sustainable winery. Our winery building is 100% solar powered. We've also incorporated recycling all of our processed wastewater so that it can be reused again for irrigation. The building I'm in right now is the tasting room. We wanted the consumer to have a different experience than what you normally find in tasting rooms. We wanted to have a place where people sat down and we waited on them, and that they could really take in the estate and really enjoy sitting here in our vineyard and enjoying the wines.
Oh, that is delicious.
It really shows off the wine beautifully. When you taste a wine in the place where it comes from, you really connect to the experience, and that was really important to us.